in trading, you've been going around in circles, month after month, year after year, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. And you, my friend, are in the failure cycle. Yes, there are cycles to everything that we do, whether that's good, whether that's bad, things that sabotage or things that propel our success in life and in trading. And the failure circle is something that I want to touch on today's video. So buckle up, take some notes, take your ego, put it to the side, and kind of think, is this me? Is this what you are going through right now? And I can probably guarantee for 99.9% of the people that are watching this type of content, this is you, and it's really, really going to help. So welcome back. My name's Francis. As you know, thanks for chopping in and obviously contributing towards the live streams and the videos that we're doing on YouTube. We're getting some good support and a lot of recognition, and that is down to you, my friends, obviously taking the time to support this channel. So the failure cycle. First things first, what do you always do when it comes to trading? You then go and find a strategy. Voila, mind blown, you are on your trading journey. You find this strategy, you think this is going to be the one, it's going to be the one, right? You begin your trading journey. All these things fall into place. This is great. You start to build confidence in the things that you are learning. I think I've got this. I think I've got this. And I know this is you because this is majority of the people that I work with, new traders, advanced traders, even beginner traders that cannot still get away from this failure cycle. So you've got a new strategy. Excellent. It may be my strategy. You're now starting to try and build some confidence. You're building that confidence because things at the moment, at the beginning, they're starting to work. You're absorbing all this content. You have no fear. No problem. Then the work starts to increase. The focus needs to be a lot more. And then you go into a false sense of security. How can I put this? You know, when you think you're doing something really, really good and everybody's giving you the validation or the accolades, all right, your local, maybe your Instagram likes or whatever, and you're getting a little bit of this and you think you're doing very, very well. This, my friends, is actually the false step in the failure cycle. And what this does is you start to create small errors or you start to have small errors, for want of a better word, in your trading. And these errors are risk management, and your strategy is not exactly pinpoint because you're just in that first cycle of obviously your failure, but you're kind of making errors in your strategy. So you're not understanding risk management correctly and you're making these errors. And also then your strategy is getting now some little holes in the wooden boat, and these waters starting to come through, which ultimately means you're going to start sinking. That's how it works. But the big problem where we are at right now is the fear and the doubt, because now fear is coming into your trading because your risk management is not correct. Why is fear coming in? You're risking too much. Your stop losses are too tight. You're putting your stop losses where you want to put your stop losses and not where prior market data and price action is giving you the evidence that stop losses need to be. This is a massive error from new traders because I see it all the time from my students. That then makes you think that there's something wrong with the strategy. So you start trying to adjust little things and you're making even more errors on your strategy. That's the fear and the doubt. And then what happens is our final stage before we go back to the beginning is the destruction. We absolutely go crazy because we thought we had a strategy from step one. Step two, we start questioning the things that we're doing because we don't have our risk management and we don't have our strategy as solid as we thought. So what do we do in the step three? We go into destruction mode. And what is the destruction mode? And some of you are going to start laughing and you're going to start smiling to yourself. Well, it's very, very simple. All your errors increase. You start revenge trading. Your psychology completely breaks down. You're chasing money that you shouldn't be chasing. You're chasing a dream that all of a sudden now that's what I need to do. And you just go into destruction mode. You have a little bit of a time off. You may not like it. Then guess what? You go back to step one, try and find a new strategy, and you start trading all over again. And you think that's the problem. Now, if I was to ask you this question, when you get to step three and it's a destruction, What do you think is causing the problem? Would you go back to step one and get a new strategy and find a new YouTube content creator, maybe go on Instagram and you message a word and they're going to send you their free ebook, and then there's going to be someone else or whatever it may be? Are you going to do that? And that's the cycle that you're in, this loop, the feedback loop theory that I talk about. What you need to understand is the problem was in step two. And that is the false step that is creating the problems for what you are at the moment. It is not a new strategy. It is not something new. It's what you did in step two, which is the false step. And I've spoken this before because of your risk management and your small errors in your strategy. That is the area, my friends, that you must get locked in, bulletproof for success in trading. Because if you don't do that, you're going to continue this loop. Feedback loop theory, I speak about it all the time. It works positively and it also works negatively. And in trading, it's going to work negatively if you do not reflect on what you are actually doing and understand, and more importantly, implement the steps that you need when it comes to trading. Now, I love the psychology side of trading, actually more than probably trading. I think it's fascinating how our minds are developed, how we must get to work and understand how we work as individuals. But there are foundations when it comes to anything that we are doing. And this foundation is absolutely crucial. So think about this, where you are at this moment in time. Are you at step one, at the top of the beginning of your journey? Okay, have you just got a new strategy? Do you just start trading watching these videos? Have you just got into futures trading or options or whatever you're trying to do? You've got a strategy and you're beginning to trade. You're getting excited. You're beginning to get that little bit of confidence. Is that you? Or is it step two, where is the most crucial part, which is that false step? But you're starting to make small errors and your risk management is completely off the chain because you are putting your stop loss where you want to put your stop loss because you only want to risk a certain amount of money rather than the data. While you're at step three, where every time you get a funded account, every time you pass a prop firm challenge, or every time you're near your payout on an XFA or whatever it may be, you go into destruction mode because you can't quite get over the line. There are 3 steps of where you may be at in this. But ultimately, my friends, wherever you are, you must go back to step 2, which is the false step. This for me really, really helped me and changed the way what it was. Now it comes with time. And I must stress that it comes with time. People say to me, why are you so confident in trading now? Or why does it not bother you if you don't get a payout 1 month? Or why does it bother you if you lose trades? Or how can you just go to the gym after you've lost trading after a couple of hours and not trade New York? That has all become one of my strengths in all areas because of time. And understanding how things work, whether it's the compound effect, whether it's the speed of doing things, which I need to do things more at speed, business coach has been telling me, or in trading, understanding the cycles of what you are putting yourself in. Like an addiction, like a relationship, an issue. We have cycles and we must understand those cycles of what we're trying to do. Now, I know that you like these videos, all right? And I get a lot of compliments and comments and likes and shares, and I really, really do appreciate that. And if you want any help in those things, then you know there's a link below. You can book a call with me. We can jump on, see if we're a good fit for you. You're a good fit for me. And can we get you to the level where you can become a full-time trader? That's what I do every day. And you can see me trade live on YouTube, which is, you know, I enjoy trading live now. I really, really do. But just think about where you are in your journey along the way, my friends. Honestly, I get a lot of people at different journeys and different things. And it's not more trades or more money with happiness. It's not what someone else is doing what's going to bring your happiness. It's not what you do and don't have what's going to bring you happiness. It's going to be all down to how you are inside, internally, in the way that you think. And trading, I say to people all the time that trading, even if trading does not work for you and you give it a go and you went on your journey, you are going to become so much better in all areas of your life. If you want to create discipline in your life, start trading. Start trading. Because we can all go discipline at the gym, but I see loads of people at the gym, and then I see them at the weekend drinking alcohol or getting out and then ruining their body, and it takes them 4 days to recover. Why are they doing that? They're doing because they're disciplines for the wrong reasons. They're doing it for outside validation, my friends. Outside validation. So, again, this is a failure cycle. Be aware of the failure cycle like you are aware of the success cycle, all right? Because people are ignoring the fact, and they're ignoring that they need to reflect on their issues. Step 2 is the one. The false step zone is the one where you're making small errors and your risk management is not correct. What's happening is you're then trying to start trading all over again. Niche down on step 2